Hey, how's it guys? Welcome back to the channel. I would like to wish all my viewers a very happy and prosperous new year. I hope that 2022 treats us better than 2021 did. And I hope that we all strive to just be better people. I hope that you can see this little clip that I'm showing you here. These are the numbers for the whole of December sunsets 2021. And I have a book full of these, about 3 years worth of observations, where I went back to the first photo I ever took of the sun on the horizon. And because that photo had a timestamp, I was able to extract information from timeanddate.com based on my exact GPS location. And I've just worked out all the numbers for sunsets, the time, the altitude, the difference from yesterday, direction, and the difference in direction from yesterday. Now, what I've noticed is that the change is constant, but the change is not consistent. So I would like to, you will see on the screen, I'm going to put a photo of the numbers for June, and you will notice that the lowest altitude, or should I say the earliest that the sun sets is not on the solstice. It is not on the 20th and 21st of June. It is actually on the 8th and 9th of June, where that's the earliest that the sun will ever set for me, which is 17/21/16. And you can see from the numbers there, it's set at that time on 3 consecutive days. But if we shift over to the direction where the sun sets, you can see that there is a difference of between 0.11 and 0.09 over those 3 days. What is causing these differences from day to day? And if you will go back to my earlier videos, you can see that I was actually terrible at how I was presenting the information, because knowledge is a learning process. Nothing is written on our hearts or weaved into the fabric of the universe. It actually takes time and effort to learn what you want to know. It is very easy to fall into a conspiracy. You've seen it online. There are conspiracies about sun simulators. Why is that? It's because people don't understand how cameras work, don't understand lens flares. If you don't align your camera properly, you are going to have lens flares. And I do this on purpose now. I put my camera in all sorts of directions and angles so I can get that lens flare. So I can show that it is indeed a lens flare and moves with a direct proportion to how the sun is moving compared to the camera angle. That is not so difficult to understand. It is not another planet in the sky hidden in plain sight. Okay, but enough of the tangent. Coming back to my observations. December is a very interesting month, as is June. Because I know that people, and by people, I mean flat earthers and other conspiracy types, who like to accuse us of being indoctrinated into the globe Earth when we first went to school. I don't think I was indoctrinated. Because whatever they taught me, when I go to look outside, that is exactly what I see. They told me that we have sunrises and sunsets because the earth is rotating on its own axis. And why else would we have sunrise and sunset? Why do we see the other planets also moving around us? It looks like they're moving around us. In a previous video, I did speak about the moon. The moon is a very funny one and can easily confuse somebody. And the moon travels about 110 plus minus 1,000 kilometers per day, according to our time, Earth's time, hours, minutes, and seconds. But when we look at where the moon is in our skies, we see it at different places and we think, damn it, man, what the hell is the moon doing? But it is orbiting the earth in that direction. That's why we see it, moving towards the east every time. Every day you see it, it's a little bit more earlier in the sky. I don't know how to explain that. It's because it's moving in that direction. And as the earth turns, in that 24-hour period, the moon is also traveling in its orbit around the earth. So when we do our 24-hour turn, the moon is already moved that 110 kilometers, and that's where we see it at the next starting point. Our starting point is not the moon's starting point. We see it like that because each of these objects, the earth and the moon, are in orbit. So, to my observations, on the 1st of December, the sun set at 1842.04 with a direction of 245.29 degrees west-southwest. Now, considering the time, it was 44 seconds earlier. No, I meant to say later. It's later. So, as we are traipsing through December, sunsets are getting later and later. So, we get to the 20th of December, and the sun sets at 18:54:12, which is 12 minutes and 8 seconds later than it was on the 1st of December. And on the 20th, it sets at 243.55 degrees west-southwest. And then that is 0.02 degrees difference from the day before, the 19th. The sun sets at 243.57. So it's getting to the point where it's less and less. And then we get to the actual solstice. Now the sun is already at the furthest point that it's ever going to be for me, right? At 243.55 degrees west-southwest. Then we get to the solstice, which is the actual turning point of the earth in its orbit around the sun. So it stays at 243.55 for 2 days. But the time is the difference, right? So on the 20th, it's set at 18:54:12. And on the 21st, it sets at 18:54:42. And that is 30 seconds later. And the direction is the same, 243.55 degrees west-southwest. So from the 20th to the 21st, there is no difference in degree change of direction. Then on the 22nd, something interesting has happened. Besides the sun still setting later and later, it sets at 18:55:11 on the 22nd, 29 seconds later than the day before. But now it's setting at 243.56 degrees west-southwest, which is a whole 0.01 degree shift in the difference of where the sun set on the 21st. Why is this happening? What causes the sun to literally stop at that position and then change its trajectory to head northwards again? This is what's happening with my observations. Now, if anybody can show my observations to be wrong, I will accept the challenge, but I have photographic and video evidence. I am even halfway through my second analemma. So when flat earthers said, do your own research, I don't think they knew what they were getting into when I would accept the challenge. I am not indoctrinated. When I was a child, in my very early childhood, pre-teens, we did not have a TV or a telephone. Today, I'm nearing 5 decades on this earth, and I am recording this audio holding my little computer in my hand. And not to brag, but it is a Samsung Galaxy A21s. Quite advanced. Technology has come a long way from the time where I had to walk to the telephone and literally dial the numbers with that little round gizmo thing. Now I just press the call button and I just hit the number of the person, the name of the person I want, and it makes the phone call. And to carry on with my observations, I finished off December on the 31st. The sun set at 18:58:41, 18 seconds from the day before, later. And the sun is moving ever more northwards now at 2:44 degrees exactly west-southwest. Now the sun is going to carry on doing that, and you will see it. I will put an arrow where you are going to see the sun on the next equinox, which is coming up in March. For me, it will be the autumn equinox. For people in the northern hemisphere, it will be the spring equinox. Why? Why is it different? Why don't we all have the same weather if the earth is flat and stationary? And where is the evidence of a spiraling sun? There is no evidence. The best, or should I say the worst I can give you, is the sun going under the earth. That's all I can do. But then you would have to explain how a star is firstly orbiting a planet, and secondly, what kind of mechanisms are there, natural mechanisms, which causes the sun to speed up and slow down throughout the year. Because in reality, it's the earth speeding up and slowing down. It's the earth speeding up and slowing down. Yes, I did say that. Because we are in an elliptical orbit. Obviously, as you're going around the corner, you have to slow down. You people act like you've never driven a car. I don't drive and I fucking know this. So please, flat earthers, get some knowledge, man. Get some knowledge. Do some real research. Go out. Take a photo every day at the same fucking time. Go to time and date. Get your GPS in and track your object. See how it shifts in the sky from day to day and tell me why that happens. And to the question, why do we southern hemispheres see the southern stars all the time? It's because those stars are so far away that no matter where we are in our orbit, we will still see those same stars. But what I want to tell you is that if you are doing the observation at a certain particular time, day after day after day, you are going to find that those objects are shifting their position from day to day. Why is that? And another thing, a flat earther told me, oh, you have to increase in elevation. Bullshit, man. I am already 1,300 meters above sea level. and my camera is now 4 meters up off the ground. So essentially, I am 1,304 meters above sea level. So what more elevation must I get? It's a little bit ridiculous to suggest that the sun setting is only my perspective, when it's actually the earth turning away from the sun. So that's it for this video, guys. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel and ring that bell, and share this video with a fluff. We'd love to hear their answers. If you might be so inclined, please support me on PayPal or check out my Amazon wishlist. If you want to discuss my observations, you can join us on Discord. All links in the description. Please, guys, stay safe, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.